Black Rosebud hit me up like, hey B, I need you to hook me up with another intro. I got a new radio show. It's Black Rosebud, Morris Media Live. I'm like, let me get my nigga Fat Matt the Great, and we gonna lay it down like this.
Listen to your beat. Tune into the radio station. He's survivor heat. Gotta keep you laughing with comedy you can't compete. Black Rosebud Uncensored Show. My way this feet. Black Rosebud Uncensored Show. Black Rosebud Uncensored. Black Rosebud Uncensored Show. Black Rosebud Uncensored. Yeah.
I gotta give it up, twisting up the dub for my nigga Black Rosebud. Putting all his business on blast, not giving a fuck. Baby mama drama, charges, Trump. My nigga on Facebook Live, suited and booted, keeping it fly. Explain to the judge, this baby mama is a lie. All charges dismissed, back on the scene. Hustle for this comedy, still on GR like hustle for the EBT. You gotta grind to make it, not talking bling, but you gotta shine and take it. Got the hood on our backs like let's see where this dream will take us. All of these fakers, snagger pussy motherfuckers. Nothing but haters, pussyfoot, bomber clod punk motherfuckers. My nigga Black on the mission to roast all you motherfuckers. Tickle your funny bone with the Ghetto Fabulous game show. Probably has some bitches twerking, visual for the internet folk. Keeping it lit, Black Rosebud and the Uncensored Show.
Right in your car, listen to your beat. Tune into the radio
This nigga right here is crazy.
Gotta keep you laughing with comedy you can't compete. Black Rosebud Uncensored Show. My way this
From Maggie?
Black Rosebud Uncensored Show. Black Rosebud Uncensored. Black Rosebud Uncensored Show. Black Rosebud Uncensored. Yeah. Black Rosebud Uncensored Show. Black Rosebud Uncensored. Black Rosebud Uncensored Show. Black Rosebud Uncensored.
Have y'all seen this crazy ass, illiterate ass son of a bitch right here? I don't know if y'all saw this dude, but if you don't know about this case, this crazy son of a bitch killed his baby mama, killed his daughter, tried to set his son on fire, and now he's trying to defend himself. I don't know if you saw this shit. First of all, this nigga looked like if Lil Wayne and Cam Newton had a baby. I don't know if you ever saw this nigga, but I had to do a video on this because this nigga is crazy on how he tried to get away with murder. This will let you know, right? Everyone has rights in America. No matter if you wrong or if you right, you still have rights. You still have a due process. Even though this motherfucker is guilty, he still allowed his fucking due process. Listen to this shit. Look how he look. Don't he look like Kevin Gates or some shit? Like he getting ready for a football game. Look at him. Oh yeah, this nigga pumped up. Look at him. He got his little best murder suit on. He getting his Johnny Cochran on. He feeling this Johnny Cochran coming on. Look at him. Woo. You feeling the Johnny Cochran?
Is going to show that we are under some of the most vicious.
Look at the pose, y'all. Look at it. Don't he look like Cam Newton? We are under the most vicious. How you gonna murder your whole family then try to blame it on the system? Look at him. Look, I would hate to be a juror on this nigga case. Look at him.
Fabricating fictitious government you ever seen.
The Biden administration, you damn right. He right about that.
By the time it's all said and done, you will see who is the mass murderers.
Nigga, it's you. You the nigga who had the shotgun.
In Tampa Bay.
Nigga, it's you.
The state of Florida.
The steak. Did this nigga just say the steak of Florida?
You will know why what occurred on March 18, 2018 occurred.
Occurred, yeah.
And the evidence is going to show that law enforcement tampered with evidence to meet their such high burden of proof.
He got that off the O.J. Simpson case. That's what O.J. Simpson done.
Originally, it wasn't enough.
Look at him. Go on, brother.
So we had to tamper with evidence.
The frame you. They put the shotgun.
Since it was such evident already, but we still had to tamper with evidence.
I don't look. Sometimes this nigga's teeth is playing hide go seek. Sometimes you think he got them. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you think they're there. Sometimes you think they don't. Sometimes they look short. Sometimes they look a little longer. Like you, like what the fuck is wrong with your hair and your mouth?
The evidence is going to show my son did not see me murder his mom. The evidence is going to show he did not see me shoot his mom. The evidence is going to show my son said many things that are not true.
Oh no, wait a minute. But your son, hold on, wait a minute. But your son knew who murdered his mom. He said his son didn't see me murder his mama, but he seen me shot her. Watch later on in the show. He didn't see me murder her, but he saw me shot her.
The evidence is going to show that I called 911 during Kenyatta Barron's 911 call. But all of a sudden, it ends up after I called Kenyatta, after Kenyatta Barron's call was made. Now I'm calling 911. But originally, I called 911 without even knowing she called 911 during her call.
You called 911. She called 911.
Is going to show that your representatives and law enforcement, local law enforcement, wanted to make it seem like I'm some kind of menace to society.
Did this nigga say the law enforcement of the law enforcement? This nigga is good. Nigga, you should fire your motherfucking lawyer. If this nigga is representing you, you need to fire your motherfucking lawyer quick.
And I ran after killing Kenyatta Barron, knowing that authority was on the way to kill my own children. I wonder why I would do something like that.
You was high on crack? You was high on crack?
Competent as can be, representing myself today.
Because you can't get to no crack. Ain't no crack in the pen. Nigga, ain't no crack in your jail cell. You was high as shit. Look at your hair. Nigga like SpongeBob, Cam Newton,
Is going to show.
And Lil Wayne. Look at him. I'd be scared of this nigga.
My son did not witness me viciously beat his mom to death.
What, you kindly beat her?
The evidence is going to show my neighbor, Khalil Brown, whom they are trying to keep out of this trial, witnessed me take 3 strikes.
3 strikes. But he didn't hit her.
The evidence is going to show that law enforcement and this administration wanted to make me look like a menace to society.
Nigga, after killing your baby?
Added several mini strikes on that video and audio that you just heard.
So it was more than one strike. I mean, it was more than...
And they added several statements that I did not say.
Wait a minute. They added, wait, but you said some statements and they added statements. You whooped her ass, but not to the extent that you said so. 3 strikes, 7 strikes, 1 strike. What's the difference, nigga? You struck her. They said I struck her 3 times. They lied. I struck her 7 times. Wait a minute, my bad. They said I struck her 7 times. I struck her 3 times. Wait a minute, which one was it? How many was it supposed to strike her? Nigga, you can't do that. They said I was going to kill her, but I didn't say that. I said I was going to snap her neck. I just told her I bought that perfume, and if I'm leaving, I'm taking that shit with me. I'm taking that shit off your neck. So I wasn't trying to snap her neck. I was just trying to take my perfume off.
Anything that I may have said, they exacerbated it and made me say it consecutively over and over like Allahu Akbar.
Wait a minute. They made you say it over and over like Allahu Akbar. What? Nigga, you don't blame this on the Muslims now, nigga? This nigga said Allahu Akbar.
Which I may have said once.
Once.
Or twice.
Or twice.
But they wanted to make me seem like a terrorist. And so you hear it 8 or 9 times, and you hear me calling Kenyatta Barron a bitch and a whore.
Wait a minute. This nigga said, he said Allah Akbar a couple of times. Nigga, anytime somebody say Allah Akbar, it's some bad intentions about to happen. And you said they added on words and you calling her a bitch. You called her a bitch only a couple of times, but they added up, they done added hits, bitches, words, allies, threats. They done added everything. Bullets, statements. This nigga is good. I got to get this nigga to represent me when me and my hitman go to trial on the baby mama shit in the future.
The evidence is going to show.
What is gonna show, nigga? Yeah.
I called my dad.
You call his dad.
Calling 911.
Nigga, I'm gonna need some bail. Daddy, bail the nigga out.
But that call is all of a sudden missing from the T-Mobile records that we have acquired from T-Mobile.
So now, your T-Mobile, now the police is framing you because they done took your phone call off of the T-Mobile bill that you called to your daddy after you called the police. Oh, T-Mobile is trying to frame you, the state of Florida trying to frame you, and the police is trying to frame you. Oh, and your son is trying to frame you.
The 911 call that I made to 911 and the 911 call that you just heard cannot be proven that it was made because after I called for an investigation of those 911 calls, all of a sudden they become missing from all evidence.
Nigga.
The evidence is going to show Kenyatta Barron supposedly made a 911 call, but you cannot find that on her call log, which we pulled from her actual phone.
Wait a minute, who the fuck is we? Nigga, you was doing all that from jail, nigga?
They say she made a call at 11:43.
That's allowed to go up, Salty.
There's no 911 call at 11:43 on her call log. All of a sudden, after I called for an investigation of the original cause, that's what the evidence is going to show. going to show I look alone.
Look alone. Look at that look on him. Look at that look. Wouldn't you be scared to use a jury? Like, if I convict this nigga is going to come back and hunt me. He going to commit suicide and he going to come back and hunt me. Look at this nigga hair. He almost a ghost right now.
But I am backed by a mighty God. The evidence is going to show I love my children. And the evidence is going to prove to you that this whole entire case has been tampered with and fabricated.
By your ass. How you love your kids and you try to kill your kids? Nigga, you even take care of your kids. Any nigga with some hair like that, I'm pretty sure he spent more on his hairdo than he spent on his kids' outfits. Look at that nigga hair. You just put a bunch of shit together. I don't know what the fuck you call this. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Before it's all said and done.
Look at it.
I guarantee you that. Mark my words.
Mark, trust him. He's gonna beat his case. He's gonna beat the double murder and the assault on his son, y'all.
This is going to show.
Hold on, wait a minute. We at 928? 928? Look at this.
That boy, just 8, when he said his father attacked him after murdering his mom and 9-year-old sister. He bravely faced his father again today. We want to get straight to Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer at the Hillsborough County Courthouse. And Aaron, he testified a short time ago. What did he say?
Well, Matt, first of all, this was just gut-wrenching, heartbreaking. I mean, you can fill in any number of words here to listen to this little boy describe that horrific night that his family was killed and he barely survived. The state had him walk jurors through what he remembers. This little boy's name is also Ronnie, although he now has a different last name, and he testified remotely this morning. His father, Ronnie O'Neill III, is accused of brutally murdering his girlfriend, Kenyatta Barron, and his 9-year-old daughter, Ronivia, in Riverview, at the Riverview home back in 2018. Investigators have said he...
You see his son? You see his son's hand? Look what he done to his son's hand. This is how much he loved his fucking son. He tried to burn his son after he killed his daughter and his baby mama. Let me come back to this. 938. He tried to kill his son and his baby mama.
My neighbor, Mona Lisa. But my neighbor, Khalil Brown, nor my neighbor, Mona Lisa Brothers, Gray, or any of her children, Mia Thompson or Gracie Diggs,
He said everybody's name.
or Mr. Gray heard me say any of those things. In fact, the evidence is going to show that Khalil Brown heard me say she killed me twice and then nothing else.
She killed me twice. What the hell?
The CRA is going to show, for some of you who don't know what that is, that's the criminal report affidavit.
That nigga said a big word. That nigga said criminal report affidavit. This nigga said the whole word. This nigga said criminal report affidavit. Well, at least you can say that nigga dictionary came in handy. That nigga law book came in handy. He knew that word. He was waiting on to use that one. Like, wait a minute. I've been waiting on this. This is going to be my big boom right here. The CRA report, for those who y'all don't know, I've been on my shit.
That the law enforcement lead detective Thomas Sturks is the author of. The evidence will show that in that CRA, I told the neighbor, don't come outside, call 911 now.
Hey, wait a minute, y'all. Do y'all think when I go to court, when me and my hitman go to court, do y'all think I should represent my hitman, y'all? Me and my hitman, like I represent my hitman, like, hold on, let me handle this. The evidence will show. I'm spitting on everybody on YouTube. Tanya gave me a donation. Saucy Refried Bean gave me a donation on the assassination. DMC sent me a cash app. Huh? Jack was in on it. I'm snitching on everybody. Captain told me to do it. I'm snitching on everybody on YouTube. YouTube FG from my guy, you know what I'm saying, told me, you know what I'm saying, the plan. He wanted to map it out. I'm telling on everybody on Facebook. Let me get arrested. I'm practicing my shit right now. See, what I'm doing on here, I'm looking at all the mistakes he made. So when I go on trial, I know what not to do. I know not to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm finding out about the criminal affidavits and shit. I'm trying to find out about all the baby mama drama on how to get away with this shit. Not the kids. I'm not going to do the kids. I'm just talking about the monkey. Not the kids. I'm just going to baptize the monkey. That's it. The kids may have a good life. I pray for the kids, you know what I'm saying? I pray for the kids, but sometimes somebody got to do what they got to do. Huh? But I'm trying to get notes, y'all. But this is fucked up shit. You done burnt your son, killed your daughter. This nigga tried to set the whole house on fire.
But you don't hear that on this audio for some reason. But you hear all these other things that I did not say.
Wait. How the fuck did you hear something you didn't say and it's on audio? That wasn't me. That's good. So all the shit on YouTube I've been saying about my baby mama, all the jokes I said on YouTube, that wasn't me. I had a stunt joker around this motherfucker. Every time I was gonna talk about my baby mama, the stunt comedian jumped in. Huh? That wasn't me. That was a stunt comedian. Go get that nigga. I wouldn't say that about my baby mama. I wouldn't say that I hope my baby mama got shot in the drive-by, ran over by an ice cream truck, and their remains got eaten by a bunch of ravenous, diseased, angry dogs and buried in a cemetery that got set on fire. I wouldn't say no shit like that.
That same CRA will have the statements of Khalil Brown saying that he saw me take 3 strikes with that shotgun.
Nigga, did you do it?
And nothing else.
Well, nigga, ain't that enough? Ain't 3 shots enough? Nigga, that's enough. 1 shot is enough if you kill somebody. He only saw me strike 3 times, and that's all he said.
The evidence is going to show that Mr. Harmon here said that that big chunk missing out of her arm was a bird shot.
Wait a minute. The big chunk missing out of her arm? Nigga, you blew her arm off and you complaining about somebody saw you shoot 3 times and you shot somebody's arm off? Talk about the police lying on you. It's a bird shot. He lying on me. I blew her arm off and he said it was a bird shot. He's a damn lie. It was a lucky shot. What the fuck?
It was not a bird shot.
What was it then?
And whatever kind of shot it was.
Wait a minute. He didn't say what kind of shot it was. You know what I'm saying? Whatever kind of shot it was, that's like saying, look, I didn't choke her, hang her with no rope, but whatever I hung her with, what the fuck? I didn't poison my baby mama with paraphernalia, the shit they were formaldehyde, but whatever I poisoned her with, that nigga lying. Did you hear this nigga? I didn't shoot her, I just shot her. I didn't strangle her, I just choked her to death.
It was not a bird shot. And whatever kind of shot it was, if it was a slug shot or a bird shot, where's the missing pieces of her arm?
Wait a minute! This nigga asked where's the missing pieces of her arm after he blew her off. Hey, Vincent Williams, you gonna have to answer for this, Vincent. These crazy motherfuckers is coming from your town, Vincent. Vincent, what's wrong with your people, Vincent? Answer me, Vincent. Vincent, what's wrong? What's up, Captain Kirk? Vincent. Oh, now you don't want to answer, Vincent. What's wrong with your motherfucking people? Hey, you should have spoke out, Vincent. What's wrong with your people? Is it crack, drugs, crack babies? What is it, Vincent? You got to answer for this. Don't try to shy away from this, Vincent. Who else from Florida up in this? Who else from Florida gonna claim this dude right here? Vincent to claim this dude. Who else from Florida want to claim this dude up in here? Somebody else? I thought so. Was he some trash rapper? He looked like a trash rapper. MC fucked up hair. Out of Vincent Williams' hometown.
The evidence is going to show you will not see any missing pieces of her arm in that closet where she was shot.
Whoa! You're not gonna see any missing pieces of her arm in the closet where she.
You should see some evidence of.
That was bad. You're not gonna see any evidence of her arm. Nigga, you blew it off into pieces. This nigga blew her arm off into pieces. Talking about you are not going to see. No, you are not going to see her.
Shots, but there were several shots added to the wall to make it look like I aimed at her head.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did you wait one motherfucking minute? Did you just say it was 7 shots added to the closet to try to make it look like you aimed at her head, but you blew off her arm? Does it make a difference? I don't give a fuck if you aimed at her feet, nigga, and blew off her ear. She's still gone.
Shots, but there were several shots added to the wall to make it look like I aimed at her head.
What you aim at?
That's what the evidence is going to show.
What you aiming at? I meant to aim it at her feet, but it actually shot her arm off. They added 15 shots. They made it seem like I had a Uzi. I only had a shotgun.
Remember I told you the evidence will not show you that my son witnessed me beat his mom to death. Nor did he witness me shoot his mom.
The evidence will show your son didn't witness you.
That boy, just 8, before lighting the boy and their house on fire. His young son before lighting the boy and his daughter repeatedly in 2018. And his 9-year-old daughter, Ronivia, in Riverview, at the Riverview home back in 2018. Investigators have said he shot Kenyatta and beat her with a shotgun, used a hatchet to stab his daughter repeatedly, and then stabbed his young son before lighting the boy and their house on fire. Little Ronnie was...
Did you hear that? One more time. Did you hear what the dude done?
Back in...
Did you hear what the dude done?
2018. Investigators have said he shot Kenyatta and beat her with a shotgun, used a hatchet to stab his daughter repeatedly, and then stabbed his young son before lighting the boy and their house on fire.
Huh? But he said when his son is not going... Nigga, what?
Mom, it's the correct statement. In fact, he didn't witness much at all.
Hey.
Nor did he witness me shoot his mom.
Do you know today this nigga is gonna cross-examine today or tomorrow? This nigga is gonna cross-examine his own motherfucking son. How did that go? How do you cross-examine your son who just killed your mom? Hey, so what you saying is I killed your mama, huh? So you gonna come up in court and lie on me, huh? You gonna choose your mama over me, huh? All the shit I done for you, all the shit you gonna tell on me? How you gonna do your daddy like that? Huh? You mad because you chopped his sister with a fucking hatchet? Well, how is he supposed to forgive you and say he didn't see that shit? I didn't see you. You know what, daddy? I love you so much. I'm going to ignore everything you've done, trying to kill me, trying to kill my mother, trying to kill my sister, kill my mother, try to kill me, I don't forgive you for all of that and help you get the fuck off. Nigga, I wish he would.
In fact, he didn't witness much at all. And the evidence will show that my son said my dad shot my mom. It's the correct statement.
What? Your son, wait a minute. Your son didn't see you kill your mom. He saw her shoot your mom. He saw you shoot his mom. Okay. So, and the end result was she died. But you didn't actually see me kill your mama. You just saw me shoot your mama and she just happened to die. So you can't blame it on me. Anything could have happened from the time I shot her to the time she died. Any fucking thing could have happened.
If you want to cite statements, if he even said it.
If he even said it. My son wouldn't do me like that. Look at it. He mad.
Because I can guarantee you, the evidence is going to show you we are under the most corrupt administration you ever seen in your life.
Obama, Biden, you damn right.
I guarantee you I wouldn't waste your time. I would have already took a plea deal of some kind.
But I wanted to wear this suit.
If I knew I did something like this.
But I wanted to wear this hair in court. I wanted the style. Get on YouTube.
Because most people don't even go to trial when they know they killed somebody.
And they don't get on YouTube and get no views.
Unjustly.
My channel finna go up.
And going to show you who the killers are.
Whoa, the administration. Putin just called Biden one. The nigga right about that. Putin just called Biden a killer. He said it takes one, then no one. Nigga, you right about that. But who does your hair in prison? How did your hair get that magnificent? I know Jesus had hair like wool, nigga, but it wasn't nothing like that. Look at her. She like, nigga, can you get it over with? Look at it. Can you get this shit over with? I'm about to fall asleep up in this motherfucker. Look. She like this nigga right here. She want to say something racist, but she can't right now. She want to talk about this nigga here, but she can't.
I'm pleading not guilty to the charges of premeditated murder, attempted murder, aggravated child abuse or battery, arson, resisting arrest without violence. And while I'm at that, the evidence is going to show that they tased me for no reason. But they tampered with that video because they didn't want you to know the truth.
See when he smiles sometimes his teeth is there, but he don't want that he don't want to expose himself too much, you know what I'm saying? Because he wants the audience, he don't want the jury to think he's a fucking vampire. The nigga could be a vampire.
And it might sound far-fetched.
Yeah, dude.
But I guarantee you, we're going to see who the liars are.
And it's not you.
It's all said and done.
It's not you. It's not him.
Because my family lives were taken
by you. This nigga on here defending himself.
When my daughter was done, this is what the evidence will show.
Nigga defending himself.
My daughter was born. It was me who gave the command to find the final command to keep her alive when she was on life support.
And it was you that
she was born 2 pounds, 2 ounces.
And it was you, because of you, she took her last breath prematurely. You gave her her breath and you took it away. What parent fucking does that? You want to be a good parent? My kids love me. I took good care of my kids by murdering them and burning one of them.
And couldn't breathe on her own. It was me who fought to keep her alive. But all of a sudden, I just want to take my life.
Yeah, why? Look at him. Give him the chair tomorrow.
Justifiable homicide. Because I acted in self-defense and moved to protect myself and my children.
Wait a minute. wait a minute. You burnt. How in the hell was that self-defense? Trying to protect your children from who? You? If you would have tried to protect yourself from your children, nigga, you would have shot yourself.
From Kenyatta Barron.
From Kenyatta. Now you're trying to protect this.
With evidence, several reasonable reasons to doubt the state's allegations against me.
7 reasonable reasons. That's the good ass line right there. Bitch, I'm gonna give you one reasonable reason why you should go. Bitch, I'm gonna give you one reasonable reason why you should give me some pussy. Bitch, nigga, I'm gonna give you one reasonable reason why you should leave me the fuck alone. One reasonable reason.
The evidence will show that the state cannot prove that I premeditatedly killed anyone because I didn't have any time to reflect or plot and plan as if everything happened suddenly and spontaneously.
That nigga had a Joe Biden moment. I did not. He tried to say he should be innocent because he didn't plan on killing his baby mama. It has happened. But I'm going to be guilty. If that's the case, I'm going to be guilty as a motherfucker because I've been planning this shit for the last 3.5 years. So I'm going to be, I can't come up with that. But they got all kind of evidence on me. When this shit happened, they going to have videos, phone calls, text messages, emails, money trails, rope fucking chains, back evidence and shit, receipts. They don't have everything on me. I'm fucked.
I responded out of pure instinct.
You killed your family out of pure instincts. You tried to protect your family, but you killed them out of pure instincts. This nigga is good. The Johnny Cochran nigga summoned in him, it worked.
Eliminating any kind of premeditated design. And let me just say, the evidence will show that since the state plans to kill me, if they can say that I killed my family unjustly, they plan to premeditatedly kill me
unjustly.
So they cannot say or deny me the right to premeditatedly kill Kenyatta Barron if she killed my children.
What? I premeditated.
The evidence will show
That nigga should have premeditated his hair.
several medications and drugs such as morphine in her system.
Oh shit. She must have been dating George Floyd around this son of a bitch. She must have been dating. She had morphine, opioids, and all kind of shit. So now she was on drugs. Now you're using the what's it called, the defense. He was on drugs. She was on drugs. It could have been, but that's not the defense. You didn't choke her out.
The evidence will show she had a domestic history.
She whipped your ass.
And was arrested for domestic violence that same year.
Look at this nigga right here. He like, man, come on with that shit. Come on, man. Who gonna believe this shit? Come on. Can you stop wasting our time? Nigga, I got shit to do. Come on, man. Look at it.
She also was
That's like a funeral suit.
just like Trinivia.
I'm going to sustain the objection as to that particular argument regarding Ms. Barron.
You can't be calling people premature babies on TV, nigga. What that got to do with the case? She was premature, so I killed her. mad. I understand.
It's,
I understand the basis of the judgment, nigga, because I said so.
I have to state the basis of my objections, right?
well, that is correct, and I just assume that
He right about that. The nigga knew it's right. The nigga know it's right. Like, hold on. I gotta state the the basis for my exception. Why this nigga couldn't do the same? Okay, I'm gonna make him do it, but nigga, it's still sustained.
That's sustained.
Bam, sustained. Happy?
The evidence will show that she threatened to kill me with a knife just a few weeks before the incident, and she was angry about my relationship with my other child's mom,
This nigga got baby mama issues.
and about the fact that we had to be cordial for our newborn son.
You gotta keep your dick out of.
And the evidence will show that they have been going back and forth and arguing on Facebook and by telephone that whole afternoon before the incident.
So now it's your baby mama's fault. Both of your baby mamas.
The evidence will show that me and my son was at my mom's house while I was putting brakes on my aunt's car.
You should have been putting a perm in your fucking hair.
Me and my son spent the whole day at my mom and dad's house working on the car.
Well, nigga, how did it escalate from you spending the whole day with your son to you murdering him? Trying to murder your son? How did that escalate? I don't know what father wakes up in the middle of the day, spend time with his son, and in the middle of the day thinks, you know what? I should kill this nigga. I should really, you know what? And not just him, the whole fucking family. You like, nigga, please.
When we came back home, I never knew she was arguing with my child's mom, my other child's mom, the whole day.
It was a setup.
That's what the evidence will show.
I was set up. I was framed.
Evidence will show that my daughter was prematurely born. She was autistic.
So that don't even make no sense, man. Why would you? That's special. Why would you kill somebody special like that? You deserve the chair.
Son Ronnie was diagnosed at the age of 3 with developmental delay.
Look, they got it from their daddy. Look at you, nigga. When was you diagnosed? He talking about them. When was your ass diagnosed with all this shit? Because from your hairstyle, from your work, and the shit you trying to explain, nigga, you are nuts.
And had the history of SLD.
Well, his son also got a history of telling on your ass.
That boy, just 8.
And beat her with a shot, a hatchet, to stab his daughter repeatedly and then stab his young son before lighting the boy and their house on fire. Little Ronnie was 8 at the time. He's now 11 years old. What you're about to hear is the younger Ronnie detail how what prosecutors described as his father's murderous rampage began that night.
I just saw my dad holding a shotgun and my mom, and mom screaming at him.
So, you saw your mother and father arguing in the bedroom, and your father had a shotgun. What happened next? What did he do?
My mom ran to my sister's room. My mom ran in my sister's room into the closet. And then my dad said, "Come in here and come kill the B-word."
Did you hear any shots from the shotgun before that?
Yes.
How many times?
One.
The little boy goes on to explain how he witnessed his father kill his sister. Meanwhile, Ronnie O'Neal, who's acting as his own defense attorney, got the chance to cross-examine his son, and he appeared to be pointing out that his son's comments during testimony today conflicted with what he told detectives and attorneys at the time of the incident and then in the years that have followed between then and today. Now, the judge also commended Ronnie O'Neal on how he conducted himself In court today, he said that that she is going to put on the record, the judge is going to put on the record that Ronnie O'Neal seemed to be more than competent to defend himself in court based on how he acted today. And Matt, we didn't know exactly what to expect going into this trial and going into the third day of the trial when these two would be facing off during today's testimony, based on how Ronnie O'Neal acted Monday when he shouted at jurors during his opening testimony. But again, the judge commended him on how he acted today. But there's still a lot more here to play out throughout the remainder.
This nigga right, how can you cross-examine your son?
That Ronnie Blair, formerly known as Ronnie O'Neal before, may have been coached on what to say by family members and or law enforcement.
Hold on.
Now you saying your son was coached by family members or law enforcement on how to explain how you murdered his mother and his sister. I don't think he need no coaching for that.
I will overrule the objection. Mr. O'Neal, again, jury, this is what both sides believe the evidence is going to show. All right, and again, you will be the ultimate determiner of what the facts are. You may proceed, Mr. O'Neal.
Thank you, Your Honor. And these are also actual facts that Mr. Harmon left out when he told you about the report of his former psychologist.
Former. Nigga, where your...
When he told you that he was adopted by his family members, which didn't work out as well, and he had to be placed with another family, which is now the Blair family. In that same report, it talks about how he may have been coached by family members.
Ain't that a bitch? You mad at your son for telling on you because you killed his mama.
This is going to show that my son was adopted by a detective who formerly worked in this case.
Your son was adopted by a detective because the detective probably felt sorry for your fucking son. You tried to burn him. He ain't got no family. You finna go to prison. His mom is dead. His sister is gone. Somebody got to take care of his little boy. He don't have no family left. What? And you mad talking about that police officer took your son to coach you, nigga, so you can go to jail? You think your fucking a detective or a police officer is that cold-hearted, or you worth that much when you were and the police want to frame you that bad and they don't have that much evidence on you where they gotta have their son and adopt him and pretend like they care for him and have a heart just so they can frame you? Nigga, please.
Whom he now lives with. And I don't have a problem with that because he needs care.
You shouldn't have a problem.
With Mr. Blair being involved in this case, being called as a witness, being the new father of my son, and
because his old father ain't shit. He got to testify. He got to testify about this dude's emotion. He got to testify about the case. You know what I'm saying? He's a detective. It just so happened, nigga, he was a detective on your case. He probably wouldn't have took a liking to your son if he wasn't on the case. What? And he probably a black man that's taking care of your fucking son. You got something bad to say about him?
Now he's being called as a witness when he could possibly have been coached by his new father.
His new father, ain't that a bitch?
Is law enforcement.
All right, and again, Mr. O'Neal, overrule the objection. Again, this is what Mr. O'Neal is asserting the facts will be. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. The evidence will show and prove that very vital evidence was definitely tampered with, which was a strategic omission to cover up the facts of this case, making much more of the evidence unreliable.
Unreliable? The witness reliable.
So for a fact, it was altered as well.
He know for a fact. I know for a fact, I'm gonna use that one. I know for a fact that I didn't beat my baby mama at the zoo.
Evidence is going to show that the 911 call of Kenyatta Barron is not compatible with what Khalil Brown saw and heard outside of my home.
I didn't hear 7 shots. I only heard 3. You're lying. Get this shit over with, nigga. You're like, what can I end with? I should cry at the end.
Who put those excessive lacerations on Kenyatta Barron's face?
Your ass.
I can guarantee you that. In this trial of the next one.
If this nigga beat his case, the world, hell gonna freeze over.
Because like I said, I look alone, but I'm backed by mighty God.
Nigga, God ain't got your back. Nigga, God is not fucking with you. God, you are the last nigga on God's Christmas list. Nigga, believe that. You are not getting a gift. You are not getting a blessing. You are not getting anything. I guarantee you, I got the Lord on my side. Like the jury say, you know what? We can't convict him. This nigga got the Lord on his side.
It will show that none of the state's witnesses can draw any conclusion, especially because they didn't see anything that refutes my self-defense claim. And here.
Amen.
And nor can the state do so beyond their very reasonable doubts that will be revealed. The very reasonable doubts that will be revealed by me.
By you and the Lord. But anyway, this I had to show you this because to show you just in America, even though we are a land of laws, and even though you are perceived to be guilty, right? And we know you guilty, we can't take that right away of you representing yourself. You have that law. They don't have that laws in other countries, right? They don't have that. And the Democratic Party is so slowly trying to take things like this away. This is the last free country on earth. You take this free country away, what else do we got? We are just like every other country. The only thing separates us is our laws, our rules, our people. You know, everything. I mean, everything. Our freedom. These are the things that separates us. No matter how fucked up you think you are, things can always get better. No matter how bad you think it is, somebody will give you something to represent yourself, or something or they represent you themselves, or you can represent your damn self. You have that power. You can't do that in other countries. You don't have the freedom to speak up and say, I think I'm being wrongly convicted, because guess what? Even though this nigga wasn't, it's somebody who will. He just taking advantage of the people that's already been in these predicaments that probably got framed by the police. He's taking advantage of that shit. But guess what? If you take advantage or not, it's still his fucking right to. Huh? And we can't take that right away. We may not like it, but he have that right. And that's what makes America fucking great. The freedom of choice. I'm out this bitch. I'll see y'all later. I'm about to go watch this game. I'll holler at y'all later. See you on the flip side. And stay away from crazy niggas like this. Stay away from them.